Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays Minecraft Archipelago. And today we are going to see what we can do to make this unsightly cube here to be a little bit more attractive. And today one of the things to note is that we are now in update version 1.10, which is why we have some bone blocks here, because 1.10 just released. Let's see what's inside first. No witches at the moment, which is no surprise since I came all the way from down there, so none had a chance to spawn. Which is probably a good idea, because remember what happened last episode when I tried to demonstrate? Yeah, there are no witches. Right, so what I want to do is first thing is to place some of this stone here with a mossy stone on the presumption that... Oh yeah, that's the flaw in my entire scheme, isn't it? That it's going to be hard to do this replacement if I'm floating around. Oh, these are the types of things you want to learn when you're in a world like this. So let's see how far we can get. Now this is going to be the last episode of Archipelago, because with the I was expecting 1.10 to take a bit longer than it did. I guess because of the how long it took 1.9 to get out, which almost felt like it took forever. It took a year or longer than that from the impression I got. I think I started playing Minecraft back in the 1.8 days, and it still took a year, I think, then before 1.9 came out. So 1.10 coming out quickly shows that they're thinking of getting some fast ones. Alright, so that's the first thing. Well, that might be a little bit too regular. Maybe intersperse them with regular and mossy here and there to add a little variety to what's going on there. Another thing I could try, I was thinking that you have some collapsed windows. Now, what do I mean by collapsed windows? Obviously, I can't have real windows, because a real window would let too much light in. Now, of course, it doesn't mean too much in this particular build, seeing how the series is ending, so it doesn't matter too much. But I figured you could put in a pair of stairs like that, and you give a little depth in there without actually letting any light in. Yeah, this is not the way to go about this. Probably would have to put some scaffolding on there or something like that. Right, so do a little something like that. And what I was thinking of is to give it also a little look that maybe some parts are crumbling or the like. The best thing I could think about for doing that will be if we go up here and add a little bit of unevenness about what's going on in here. Obviously, if it's too consistent, it's not going to work. Of course, it's hard for me to do inconsistent, but that's besides the matter. I mean, perhaps maybe one or two things like that in there. It just can't look like it's anything like crenellations or anything like that, so that we don't have anything too regular on there. Alright. And yeah, let's try something like that. And perhaps maybe one or two points where I knock down what already exists. Good. A couple of places where we go down also, because we certainly don't want this to look like I built it that way on purpose. Yeah, that was stupid. Alright, well, okay. I don't know why I care about recovering that block if it's the last episode. There we go. Let's see how this looks. Now, there will be another Minecraft series after this for 1.10. That is why I am ending this series. The idea of this was to learn a few basic skills to... Still looks too neat. That's my style, then I guess neat is my style. And I don't do unneat all that well. Yeah, even that looks a little bit too neat. Oh well. But anyway, learned a few interesting things there. How to build a skeleton farm and how not to build a witch farm. Hopefully the information can help me. Now, with skeleton farms, I'm wondering if, speaking of skeleton farms, what happens if I have some coal blocks here that I made. So let's oh. Of course, yeah, duh. What do you use to get? Oh yeah, I have another pick here. I made sure I had another pick just in. I assume okay, get a coal block after that, or did I get? Did I lose all that? Well, that's something to know. Well, right. Note to self: coal blocks do not like it when you take them apart. Probably you need silk touch or something. I thought I would at least get some coal out of it if it didn't like that. But oh well. Alright, let's throw that into there. And maybe over here we could throw in one of these bone blocks. That's at least a nice cheap white, so I don't have to worry about getting something like quartz or the like, which is what you normally would have in. Alright. So quartz or something like that, because you could just use a bone block instead. Alright. Well, probably could throw in a couple other varieties of stone or something like that to make it look decayed, because that's about as not feeling decayed as I can get. Now, what I can do here is... no witches in here? Alright. Well, let me add that in. We know what's happened to me on a couple of occasions when I would come in here. Because what I wanted to do is to do that so that I could block that off. Good. Now I'm going to have to... Yeah, that costs blocks of blocks there when you do that. So I was thinking of that, and yeah, is that really what I was thinking of doing? That didn't help this. Okay, well I guess it sort of has it fall back there like that. So all sorts of little techniques I can use for this, but I probably would have to do it on several more places in order for it to really look right. But that does show that, yeah, my style is just a little bit too neat for that to really pull off to be. And I'm sure that Wells Knight, for example, could make that look really nice. He can make things properly look really beat up when he wants to. But that is all I have for this time, and I guess it's time to say goodbye to this world. Because next time you see me, we will be in Bretopia, which is going to be my 1.10 world, where I hope I will be able to build some wonderful things, ones that work well with my style rather than against it. And I have to see what I want to do if I ever build a witch farm there or anything like that, because the problem with things with farms and stuff like that is if they're in the above ground area, they can look really, really, really ugly if you don't do things right. So perhaps I could take some things with wood or something like that to make things out really work. But that's it for now. This is Pineleaf Needles reminding you to mine responsibly.